Welcome to another recap. Today's recap is very special. Let's call it the Champions League recap, round of 16. Manny, how you doing today, bro?
Good, Juan. What about you?
Good, good. How are we feeling about the draw, man?
I like it. I like it.
You like it?
We got some good matchups coming.
We
Not
do
not
have
just Real Madrid, just all around.
yeah. Let's go one by one. Okay, we got Club Brujas versus Aston Villa. What do we think about that one, Manny?
I don't care too much for that one. I don't think the winner for the tournament will come out of that game. But I do see Aston Villa advancing.
Aston, I think it's gonna be the first game might be a little difficult, but then the second game, what is it, at home at in England should be we should see Aston Villa advance. Let's go to our next one, which this can be one of these guys is going to be a potential um, team a rival for Real Madrid if they beat Atletico. PSV versus Arsenal.
I'm a little more excited for this one. You know, hopefully Arsenal advances. I like them to advance. But you?
Yeah, I think Arsenal will advance. It will be easy for Arsenal, I think. What do you like about Arsenal?
Honestly, I like Saka as a player.
He's
That's
cool,
the
yeah.
only reason that I tap into Arsenal.
Saka draws a lot of eyes. I think Arsenal has a lot of speed. They have attack. They st- to me they still need a forward,
Mhm.
but Arteta plays with like a false nine with Havertz. So
What about that defense? They're a little banged up.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, overall, Arsenal has a lot of quality players,
Yeah.
defenders, midfielders, and attackers. Now let's go to Feyenoord versus Inter.
Man, I could see Inter going to the final or at least at least semifinals.
Yeah, I think Inter is one of the sleepers that people don't really think they can go far because it's the Italian league. It's not a Barcelona, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Liverpool type of club that brings a lot of eyeballs unless you're a diehard Italian league or a diehard like Inter fan. But
I wouldn't sleep on them. They're pretty dangerous. They got Lautaro up top. They got some good wing backs. Don't be surprised if they make it to the final.
correct. Now we have Dortmund versus Lille.
Uh, you know, Dortmund hasn't been doing too good this year, but it's just something about them that like they come to life during the Champions League. I feel like they'll take care of business against Lille.
What about Bayern versus Leverkusen?
That one's a little more interesting. I'm excited to see that one.
Is that the German derby or is it German derby Bayern and Dortmund?
Yeah, it's Dortmund, but
Dortmund, right? But they're
Leverkusen
rivals.
has really stepped up.
Yeah,
They've really
last year,
stepped up
last
ever
year
since Alonso took
Leverkusen,
over.
won the league, beat Bayern. I think Bayern this year they're just on a whole different level. I I kind of give the edge to Leverkusen. I don't like Company as a manager. I just don't.
I think Leverkusen will take care of business, but it's definitely going to be an exciting one to watch. You can't just sleep on Bayern.
Correct, correct. Now let's start getting to the big names, the matches that most people are going to be excited about. PSG versus Liverpool.
PSG Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool will struggle too much against them, honestly. What do you think?
I think they're selling PSG because of the form that they're on right now. Also, Dembele, like out of the nowhere, he knows how to play. He's very fast, unstoppable. It's like what happened all those years at Barca, bro? Like where was that at? But Liverpool to me is the best or the second best team currently in Europe. They play they play what Real Madrid wish they can play.
It helps a lot when your starting 11 is healthy.
Yeah, they play that direct ball where they don't take that much touches, but they also have a good back line. They have a good back line. They have good midfielders. I think Liverpool is the second that has the second best mid, But on top, I mean, it's just like Madrid. They have rockets.
Dude, Salah is on fire this year. Like he's going for that Ballon d'Or.
I bet
So
he is. And this might be his only opportunity to get it.
yeah, if they win this and then they win the
The
league,
league.
he's got a good argument for
Yeah,
it.
because they already got knocked out of the FA. So it'd be those two. I mean, that's still big. That's
Yeah,
still
it's time
big.
for them to show what they got.
And the numbers Salah's doing is way better numbers. The numbers that Salah's doing this year are way better numbers than Vinicius Junior's run last year when people thought
Yeah.
he deserved the Ballon d'Or. And it's not even the season's not over.
Dude, he's been on a tear all year,
Yeah.
That's why I feel like they're pretty good going up against PSG.
So what do you think? Liverpool's just gonna
I don't
take
think
it?
they'll just I don't think they just, tear them up, but I do see them coming out on top.
All right, now let's march into the derby, the Madrid Derby. We
The
have
Madrid Derby once again.
Real Madrid versus Atletico. Now, the first leg is at Bernabeu. The second one is at what's the Wanda Metropolitano?
The Metropolitan.
Yeah. How do we see this game? Is this
It's
the
gonna be a
game that
close one.
Cholo finally gets over that hurdle and beats Madrid? Or you don't think that Atletico Madrid has the goods to beat Real Madrid in a two game?
I don't think they're up there to knock out Madrid. You know, Madrid's forwards, I feel like they're better. Their midfield, I feel, is better, and their defense is starting to come alive.
Hmm.
Valverde stepping up at right back. You got Rudiger coming back. Asensio, he's proving Ancelotti why he should be playing.
Right.
I feel like all around Madrid's just got the better team. It's gonna be all up to Ancelotti. Let's see what he can do against Cholo.
I can see the first leg at the Bernabeu, Cholo putting a block, putting a defenders of like five, waiting to counter, score one goal, and go to the second leg, one goal up, and then defending, and trying to counter Madrid to get a second goal and potentially you know win both games. But I can see that as a tactic, but it seems like Mbappe is coming alive more. I look, you got to give him credit for the three goals he scored against City. But then again,
Three very nice goals, not
yeah,
just like penalties or tap ins.
yeah,
Or it was some nice goals.
yeah. But then three again, like against City, and we all know City's like been bad this year, really, really bad. Like the first goal he scored, like Stones. No, it was a Diaz. That was a
It
clinical
was on
error for
Diaz.
Diaz. So right now, I feel like there's a lot of hype behind Madrid, and I think they're giving Madrid the nod to with the odds makers as a favorite to win the Champions League. But I can I can see Cholo's team beating them. But if you tell me put your money, I'm gonna put my money on Madrid.
Smart man.
Yeah, as much as I would like to see Atletico win. I still think that Madrid will overall get them tired and end up beating them.
Dude, I don't know what it is about Madrid's players. It's just like they're just more physically fit than other teams. I don't know how to
Correct.
explain it.
Correct.
And then, you got some quality subs coming off the bench. So I think Madrid's in good shape against Atletico.
Now let's go into the Benfica Barcelona,
The rematch.
the rematch. Exactly, the rematch. Who do you see winning this series?
I mean, as much as I would love to hate on Barca, I gotta choose them. I do see them advancing. But I think Benfica is gonna show up and like put on a show. What
I
was the
agree.
last what was the last game score? Like 5-4?
Five, five, yeah, 5-4. Yeah,
It was a crazy
Rafinha's
game,
goal. Yeah, Rafinha's goal in the last minute. But also that game, Chesney did like three errors.
Mhm.
Crucial errors
Yeah.
that he shouldn't have done. And now that he's getting more game time, he's coming back from retirement. The smoke is exiting his lungs. because that dude be smoking in the locker rooms after a win. Um, it seems like he's looking like a more confident keeper, back to a little bit of form, because even though you're a keeper, you still have to get back to gameplay. There's a difference between, running and playing around and being actually match fit for a game. And I think he's getting back to that Chesney that can be reliable. Not a superstar, but reliable.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. What do you think Barca needs to do to take care of business?
I think Barca just needs to beat Barca. I'm telling you, with I Barca and Liverpool to me have the best squads. I mean, they're there. If you don't like Barca, you say Liverpool has the best squad. If you're a Barca fan, you say you have the best squad. But I think they're there. I think they're a step ahead of, just because of the depth of their squads. Right now, Madrid has a lot of injuries, or else you would put Madrid there too.
Yeah, I agree with you. But
You know,
who do you think got the who do you think had the luckiest or the best draw? Who ended up in the best side of the brackets?
Barcelona did. In theory, Barcelona did, but then again, we have a team like Inter, who is a sleeper. I believe Inter, who is a sleeper. Madrid, if Madrid wins, then you have to go against Arsenal, and then we all think Liverpool is going to win. So then you have to go against Liverpool, who already beat you 2-0. So it's a tougher road. It's a tougher road for Madrid, and it would also be a tougher road for Liverpool. Because at the end you have to face Arsenal or Madrid.
The way that the brackets are set up, who do you see playing in the final?
I I see a Barca Liverpool,
You think so?
a Barca Liverpool or a Barca Arsenal. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's
Arsenal.
just, I a lot of people underrate Arsenal. They're second in the league. The only reason, there's something that they're missing to win. Obviously, they're missing something to win the league,
They need
and
that big time striker.
that's what it is. That's what it is. But they're very underrated, and they can kill you in the speed. But I mean, a Barca Madrid would be great.
That I would love to see that in the final. Classico.
Yeah, that'd be great for football, soccer,
That
because
might be the most watched finals of all time.
exactly, it'd be amazing. It'd be an amazing final, but I think Real Madrid have a little harder to get to the final, and if they get to the final, I mean, dude, you have to go through Arsenal, you have to go through Liverpool. You're gonna be tired.
Yeah.
Plus, you played two extra games, and then obviously in the Copa del Rey, you're most likely going to beat Real Sociedad. But I mean, Real Sociedad is no pushover either. And then smaller teams, when they play against bigger clubs like Barcelona, Madrid, Arsenal, Liverpool, they put what 110
That gives them a little extra
percent. Yeah,
motivation.
exactly. Yeah, but overall, it was a for a Barcelona side, it was a great draw. For a Madrid side, it's not a horrible draw, but it's a harder path to the final.
Yeah, who was Madrid's potential opponent? Was it Atletico and Liverpool
Bayern,
or Madrid?
Bayern, it was no Leverkusen or Atletico.
Oh, yeah, I'd rather play
Yeah,
Atletico if I'm
you know
being
what?
honest.
Leverkusen would have been an interesting match, because, like, say Leverkusen won, everybody would have been like, "This is Xavi Alonso's addition to become the Real Madrid's coach."
Dude, I'm really hoping he comes here one day.
But do you honestly think Madrid can play that type of ball?
Yeah, I see it happening. We've got the players to make it happen. You could play Valverde as a wingback. You could play
Uh,
Fran Garcia as a wingback, and then go from there. Just build from there.
yeah, but the possession game, the passing game, like, I maybe Ceballos can step up, but I don't. I like Camavinga, but outside of that, I don't think Valverde has that type of skill to be able to, give good, give have good possession of the ball, do the pass. I don't think Dochmeni can do that either. Maybe you have one or two players, but that's all. You're gonna have to
Let's
bring in some players
let's
to.
tell Guardiola about Valverde.
Dude, Pep, I love Valverde. I love Valverde. I think physically he's amazing. He's an amazing runner. It's just when I mean, his strike is amazing. But when it comes to giving you that final third ball, when it comes to, you don't, I don't see that quality. I could be wrong, but I don't see that quality that you get in like a Pedri. You used to get in De Bruyne, or you used to get in a Kroos. You don't have that type of player, and I think that's why when Madrid play against Barcelona, offsides Mbappe is always offsides because it's the timing of the pass.
Yeah,
Or Modric when he was younger. You don't have that anymore. If Valverde had Modric skills, dude be unstoppable. Dude would be unstoppable. Dude would run like 90 minutes and give you every freaking perfect pass. But yeah. But I mean, if you, obviously, Madrid is in a good financial state where they can bring in any player that can help out.
dude. If Valverde is willing to play right back next season, I'm actually a little more interested now that they've been talking about what is Florian Wirtz.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, I'd
Because
be
it,
excited to see that.
it seems like Trent might not come, huh?
Well, it just all depends on what they're gonna do with Danny Carvajal. Is Valverde gonna be okay playing right back? Trent's
Mm,
looking like he's coming for free, but that's not guaranteed.
yeah. But I think you'll lose more if you put Valverde as a right back than in the midfield.
Yeah, I agree, but right now he's just stepping up, doing what
Yeah.
needs to be done for the club.
And he's a freaking team player, and he's like any team would love Valverde. You know, I mean, I would choose him before Koundé as a right back.
Dude,
You
it's
know,
like
yeah,
everywhere he plays, he just shows up,
yeah,
just
exactly.
gives
I,
it
I
his
would,
all.
yeah. Now, who do you think can be the two dark horses of this Champions League?
I think Bayer Leverkusen,
Okay.
they could make a run at the final,
Hmm.
and then
I didn't think about that.
yeah,
Actually.
I'd say Arsenal.
Yeah,
Arsenal definitely there. I feel like they're a little slept on.
yeah. I have Inter as one of them, and man, you just changed my mind because I didn't think about Leverkusen. And I
Dude,
don't I don't
Inter's not even a sleeper to me. I feel like Barca needs to watch out with them.
Well, I don't think Inter's like a sleeper, but people don't rate them as high. They're like, oh, you'll put them on like 5, 6 on your list out of 10, when they could potentially be a 2 or 3.
Yeah, dude, I'd have
And
them
like
up there like three, maybe
Arsenal,
four.
yeah, Arsenal. I don't see them as a sleeper either because it's Arsenal. They play in the Prem. They got big budgets. They've always been like in the last 2 years, 3 years, they've been like second place, second place, second place. It's just in the Champions League they haven't stepped up.
Yeah,
But they got good players. So I don't see them really as sleeper. I think Aston Villa or Inter could be a sleeper.
and being honest, do you really see Villa beating
I
Liverpool or
I
even
think Villa
PSG?
just didn't Villa just beat Liverpool? I might be
Man,
wrong. I might
it's
be
on
wrong.
aggregate. You get two matches to make something happen.
Yeah, yeah, but you know, you never know. You never know.
You
Because
definitely never know.
I mean, in the first games they were killing it. And Villa's the type of team that they want to score 1 or 2 goals and then protect. And then
Yeah.
El Divo Martinez, even people don't like him, but El Divo Martinez, when it comes to like those big games,
Dude, I can't stand him, but that man is clutch.
that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to those big games, dude's clutch as hell. It's like he's born for those moments.
Yeah, he makes big time stops like when he needs to.
Who do we thinking that's gonna be the goleador
At this rate, I think Salah's gonna lock it up.
at the Champions League, bro?
Yeah, I think Salah will. I think he's gonna kill PSG and then keep scoring from there.
Let me see.
Who's
Give me a second.
currently leading?
Let's look that up right now. I'm looking that up. Let me see stats, player stats. All right.
Those three goals
So
from Mbappe, do they go to the
yeah, they count.
to, That's a lot of help.
So right now with 10 goals is Guirassi. I might be chopping that name up for Dortmund.
Okay.
He has 10 goals. Um, Second place is Lewandowski with 9 goals. Third place is Haaland with 8 goals. And tied in third place is Rafinha with 8 goals. Yeah. Mbappe is tied in fifth place with 7 goals right now.
Well, when you put it that way, I can see Lewandowski winning it if Barca goes where I think they're going.
Right. Yeah. I do see Lewandowski could potentially be there or also Rafinha because he's becoming clutch. He's becoming clutch in those moments too.
Dude,
You
it's
know,
like he'll have a bad game and he'll still score. I don't
E-
understand how.
Exactly, exactly. Sometimes like I don't understand how where this form came from Rafinha because like you see him in the field and you see him like he's gliding, bro. It's like he's a prime somebody. It's like who replaced Rafinha with prime? I'm not gonna say Ronaldinho because nobody has his magic, but prime, not even Neymar because also Neymar was was great, but like
Dude,
OP.
Neymar in
He-
Barcelona like was unstoppable, but
yeah,
you
he
got
was
Messi
good.
there. You're never gonna be the guy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, a Barca Madrid final would be what the world wants, But it's gonna be harder for Real Madrid to get there. It's a little bit easier for Barcelona, but it's still a long way. Injuries can happen. There's a lot of things that can come in the way.
Yeah, if Barca plays at their best, I feel like they'll only have really one tough match maybe until they get to the final.
As as a Madrid fan, are you excited about facing Atletico Madrid and your road to the final?
Yeah, last year they beat City, they beat Bayern, they beat Dortmund, I feel like it makes the trophy like count a little extra. It doesn't count as any extra, but it just feels a little more deserved.
Gives you more pride. You're like, hey, look at what we had to defeat to get to the top.
Definitely.
Let's say we were odds makers, and obviously I already told you who the odds makers have a favorite, but who would you favor to win the Champions League?
I think we're Barca, honestly, just because of how technically easy they have it to get to the final.
Okay, that's
Favor
I mean
Barca.
that's that's fair. I'd probably go like 20% Barca, 20% Madrid, 20% Liverpool, and from there everybody else can spread out the percentage. It's gonna it it's gonna be interesting, but as long as we get good matches, which it seems like we will, except for like like the Aston Villa versus Brujas. What else we got here? Aston Villa versus Brujas,
The
and
Arsenal PSV, I think that one.
that one, yeah. But you know what? Sometimes Arsenal surprises you, brother, and they play bad. Or
Also,
yeah,
I
so
think Inter is not gonna have any trouble with final.
there you go. So the Brujas Villa game's not going to be that exciting. Dortmund Lille is not going to be that exciting. Inter is not going to be that exciting. But the rest, I mean, you got the Derby, you got Bayern versus Leverkusen, then you have Barcelona Benfica. You can maybe say that's okay because of the the revenge. You know
Yeah, they're
the
definitely they feel some type of way over how that last
yeah.
match ended.
Yeah, but overall, I think the Madrid Derby is the highest hype. Then you have the PSG Liverpool and then the Bayern Leverkusen match. So you have those three matches that are in my top tier that are going to be like the most hype.
Yeah, we got some matches to watch
Yeah.
these
But
upcoming weeks.
yeah. Overall, what do you think of the league though? Like how it's evolving the new Champions League format?
I like it. I actually do. You give a chance to those lower teams to, try to make the playoffs, the knockout phase.
Right. Right. Yeah. Alrighty, cool, cool, cool deal, man. All right, Manny. Well, thank you for coming on again, brother. Um, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Any final thoughts, any final words before we sign off?
Let's just pray for a Clásico in the final.
And we could get multiple clásicos though. We can get it at the at so we still have the Manjui game for La Liga. They could potentially play the final for La Copa del Rey, and then you could potentially get a final for Champions League, dude.
Hey, somebody might end up with a treble.
Hey, you know what? And it's nuts because the game in Madrid could really be. Well, I don't even know if it's going to be played in Madrid, but the league game between Barca and Madrid can decide the league. The if they both make it to the final, that's a trophy, and if they both for the Copa del Rey, and if they both make it to the Champions League final, that's another trophy, dude.
Would be insane.
That'd be insane. We might have to catch a flight to Spain, and then
It's
the
looking
final
like
in
we're gonna
Germany.
have to.
I guess we are, right? Economy or whatever it is, bro. Put me in the baggage, where the
We
bags
got we
go.
got we got to make it happen.
We just got to make it happen. All right, Manny. Take care, brother. Hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, like, share, and subscribe. Send it to your friends. Send it to anybody that likes football/soccer.